But guys, please, I just take video, okay?
Карипов, дай ему телефон, я тоже хочу с ним сфоткаться. Карипов, дай ему телефон.
I think everyone wants to take a photo of this man.
One more.
Should like this, okay?
Oh wow, I like that. Oh yes, YouTube it, you make Alright. Businessman. Alright.
Thank you, Filochka, for your visiting. We await you in Kazan every day and every night. You are taking photo?
Okay, давай меня, снимай меня. Okay, man, it's really good. Thank you.
Нужно сейчас все собрать стулья и выйти.
Ну не сейчас, man. Okay, that's one more time.
Те, кто не знает, те, кто не сфотографировался, все стулья нужно собрать и вынести отсюда. И обязательно нужно с собой взять футболку организации.
Thank you. You now taking photo with our friends and
we take the video for your Motorola too.
we wait in YouTube and we want to.
Ребят, кто сфоткался, может сразу идти.
Really thank you. It's really cool. It's really some energy for us and really we love you.
Yes, absolutely.
We really love you.
Love you.
Really love you. Okay, thank you, man.
You're real man. You're real man.
Yo, what's up, world? It is your boy Philco here, and those were a bunch of kids being very happy to see me. Now, what the fuck was I doing that day? I was answering their questions. We were having a little, I was just talking to kids, had the microphone. There's like 130 of these kids, and we were taking pictures for like a half hour. They were swarming me and autographs and all this stuff. It was a lot of fun. I was helping some people out at this company they have, and I might stop by that city again and live at that dormitorium with them for like a week or something like that, and do some classes and just play basketball and hang out with them, But in this video, I want to talk about me basically, becoming famous, and how do I feel about it? Because the best thing about me becoming famous is that I'm in complete control of it. I'm in complete control. I can stop here and just stay kind of popular, or I can keep going in 2 years, just be absolutely famous in Russia. It's all up to me. It's all up to me. All I have to do is make videos. Now, I haven't made an English teaching video in like, what, a week or a week and a half? I usually made one every day. But for the past 30 days, I probably made 7. You know what I mean? I'm really slowing down because like I've reached every goal I've wanted to reach, except for going to Ukraine because of war and stuff. That's the one thing I didn't do. But I've reached every other goal, money goal, traveling goal. I've reached every goal, so I figured, good Lord. I figured that I can maybe, you know, chill out, relax, you know, don't go too greedy with it, and just enjoy myself. That's what I figured I can do, you know. I've reached my goals, and I'm proud of myself. A lot of my friends are proud, family proud, you know what I mean? And it's time for me to go home pretty soon, but I'm definitely coming back. I can't leave these people behind, but I sometimes think about, what if I do become famous? Am I gonna like it? Well, first of all, if I become famous, I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be in Russia. I don't think I'm gonna be famous in America. But I think I could deal with being famous in Russia because I can always leave. Because the thing is, as you guys can probably tell if you watch my videos, I'm not the biggest fan of attention. I'm not the biggest fan of attention, especially in the wintertime. I am not the biggest fan of attention. And out here in Russia, not only just being black, but also being a popular person, you know, I'm going to get it. You know, I'm definitely going to get attention. You know, I'm in the wrong business if I don't like attention too much. But I mean, I do tend to feel like I need a break from it. I definitely need a break from it. Of course, there's many positive things to the attention. They outweigh the negative. But it depends on who's around and who I'm getting attention from and when. You know what I mean? But watching myself become famous is kind of entertaining because it's something like, you know, it's something we've all probably thought about sometime. Like, imagine if there's a day I was becoming famous or I was getting really popular and people asking for autographs and girls chasing you down the street and all this stuff because of your entertainment or because you're a basketball player, whatever you do. We've all kind of thought about it, but a lot of the fantasies that I've had before coming to Russia were fulfilled. You know what I mean? A lot of the fantasies I've had, many different kinds, you know what I mean, were fulfilled. And when I think about it, I don't really know how to feel about it. I don't really know. I don't know how to feel. Because, you know, us humans, we get used to things very quickly. Like, if I were to see myself today, last year, I would think, holy shit, I'd be happy all the time. I'd be happy all the time. That's the best shit ever. If I looked at myself last year till today. Even though today, me, I'm thinking, oh, you know, it's normal. Because as humans, we get used to things very quickly. But if I was a full-blown celebrity, what I mean by that is like whenever I go outside, I need security because people are like trying to take pictures and stop me all the time. When I say full-blown celebrities, like I fucking blow my nose or fall in the street, it's in the news. Like everything I fucking do in the news. Like Justin Bieber status. You know what I mean? Something like that. And that's something I know I can accomplish in Russia. Regardless of what anyone thinks. You know what I mean? I know I can accomplish it. All this stuff I've been doing was half-assing it. Was half-ass. Like, the videos are no editor. Just throwing videos out there just to get them out. I know I can do better with my videos. I know I can hire an editor, get a better computer, and a better camera. I'm still using the same camera from day one, and it's not even that good, and I know this. And my editing software is half-assed, and I know this. And I'm still doing a good job. So it's really up to me if I want to take it to the next level or I want to stay where I am now. Because the thing is, those videos aren't going anywhere. And every day I get new fans and followers without even doing anything because those 400 videos are there. They're not going anywhere. A lot of people are like, oh, Philosco, you haven't made a video in a while. I'm like, well, did you watch all 400 videos? I don't think so. Get your ass to watch it. And they watch it. And another way to show it is like, every time I go to a new city and meet people, and I'm like, hey, you know, which one of my favorite videos, which of my videos is your favorite? They usually say a video I made a while ago. It's not one of the new ones, it's a video I made a while ago. So there could be videos I made like 5 months ago that people are still sharing, still going crazy over like I made it yesterday and want to see me now because of that video 5 months ago. And there's 400 of them. You know what I mean? So sometimes I think, should I continue? Should I slow down? Should I start to put other people on, which is my goal, to put other people on? I'm still working on that. I'm dying to put other people on this shit. You know what I mean? I'm dying for it. The day I can come out here to Russia with a crew, what? Just let me bring 2 dudes? Oh no. You don't want to see that. You don't want to see that. If I had to pick 2 people to come with me to Russia, it would be my boy Steve, number 1. Because he'll throw down if anything ever goes down and he knows how to have fun. And I got a lot of homies, but I have to pick one more. It'll be Steve and I would say Jose, but you know, he married and shit, you know. It would have to be Steve and I would say Jesse. Steve and Jesse. Those are my homies I bring. I bring Jesse because, you know, he's not good with girls, and I think out here he might have a little better luck with girls and he needs it. I would bring my homie Shabu, but I just had to pick two. So I would pick Jesse and Steve to come out here. Steve is like the dude who, big black dude. He made videos on my other channel, Everyone Hates Phil. Big black guy, you know, he don't take shit. And Jesse's really sensitive. He's like my sensitive friend who just, you know, he's just an emotional, big-hearted guy, and I'd be so curious to see if he's still like that after spending 5 months here in Russia, or would he change? You know, I'd love to see it. And now let's talk a little bit more about adult attention rather than just the attention from people in general. Like, the kids love me here. I know that's a good sign, but let's talk about adult attention. I'm realizing something that I do that I didn't realize I was doing, but it's something that's very effective. Very effective, people. Very effective. I don't give women attention when we're out. And for some reason, women really like it. Let me explain what I mean. This kind of slanted. What I mean by I don't give women attention is, hold on a second. I just hate kind of slanted. Whatever. Okay. So let's say I go out. And usually I go out with at least one dude. And there's a bunch of girls. This is what we do. When we go out, and I'm like, all right, hey, how's everybody doing? And they start talking to me, I usually answer with less than they say. So it's like, hey, Filochko, I like this video. How long did it take you to make this video? About 3 days. Okay, do you like it? Is it exciting for you? Yeah, it's cool. And I don't give much attention. You know, I answer everyone's questions, I speak to everyone a little bit, but I give nobody extra attention, no matter what. She could be the fat, ugly girl of the group, she could be the sexy, fine woman of the group, but I never give that extra attention. I never. Like I said before, I've never approached a girl in Russia. Every girl I've hung out with or spoke to me first. I haven't approached shit in Russia. I approach nobody. And it feels as if I'm approaching everybody, but I haven't said a word first to no one. Any girl you see talking to me or whatever, she says something first. And I don't give attention. And what usually happens is if I'm like, the day's ending, I'm like, all right, I think I'm gonna go. It's like a blitz for that last chance to get that attention. And that blitz is hard. So it's like, all right, you know, I'm gonna go in 10 minutes. Are you allowed to have guests? What are you doing in the morning? Do you need this and that? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. And I didn't realize this till like 2 months. I didn't realize this till like 2 months ago a little bit, but it definitely came down to me when I was hanging out with my homegirl, Marina, after we were hanging out at a bar in some city, and she goes, oh, Phil, you know, you're such a heartbreaker. And I'm like, I'm tired of hearing that shit. She's like, well, I don't think you realize what you do. When you go out with these girls, you know, they usually want attention from you, but you don't give it. And it makes them hungry for more, especially when they get drunk. And I was like, oh, what do you mean? It's like, you don't realize when you get drunk, you just sit there and listen to the music. And then I was thinking about myself when I'm drunk, and especially when I'm playing 50 Cent. All I do is this, you find me in the club. And actually when I'm drunk, if I'm with guy friends, I always talk to the guy friends, always. And I only answer the females' questions, but I'm always talking to the guys. I answer the questions of the females, but I don't start conversations with them. I talk to the guys. The only girls who really get my attention when I'm drunk are basically the aggressive ones. I respect aggression here in Russia from a female. I respect aggression because I think if a girl's willing to be aggressive, say what she wants, yada, 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 I think she's smart. I think she's smart only because, like I said many times, when I go to a city, I don't have time. I don't have time to play the little. If you're one of those people who want to be with me, you should understand that I don't have time and I can't play games with you. I don't have time, so I can't play games with you. I gotta leave soon. And those aggressive girls, I see them as the smart ones. And so those are the ones who usually get my attention when I see them just being very aggressive. But even in New York, I was like that. I remember I kissed 2 black girls in 1 year. That's a lot for me. But both the black girls I hooked up with, and my homie Steve was there, both of those black girls were extremely aggressive. Like, this girl asked me to dance 4 times. I said no. The 5th time, we danced, we hooked up. And if she asked, I would have went home with her. I was single at the time. I would have went home with her. Just because she was so damn aggressive. Amazingly aggressive. Same thing with the other black chick. She was extremely aggressive. Now, I'm not trying to say black chicks are ugly or something. It's just not me. When I see a girl who's black and, like, not mixed, like, I like seeing her. She's cool. I just don't. It's just like it reminds me of a family member. That's the best way I could put it. It just reminds me of a family member. Every black girl I know reminds me of a family member I have. And that just ruins it. That just ruins it. You know what I mean? So other than that, I am really enjoying myself here in Russia. I mean, I only have a few more weeks that I'm gonna go home. I need that break. You know what I mean? And being out here in Russia is making me want to get married. Because I get the point of the single life. I understand it. I understand, son of a bitch. I understand what it's like to have fun all the time. I get it now. I get it. I get it. Maybe it's time for me to start thinking of serious things, you know. Maybe it's time for me to consider having a loved one in my life. Maybe it's time for me to consider. Maybe it's time for me to get serious once I leave Russia. Maybe it's time. What the fuck is in my eye? Because there's nothing to gain from it. You know, if like all men, I'm sure we all have a bunch of fantasies and stuff or whatever like that. But I mean, once you fulfill them numerous times, it's like, where do we go from here? What is it going to do anymore? Like, is it going to be the same thing over and over again? Like, what's the point? You know what I mean? So, maybe I should consider thinking more seriously about having someone in my life. And I'll get to that in another video. Got some other updates to tell you guys about, but I don't want to do it yet, but I'll let you guys know. And I'm out, people. I got a lot to think about. Later.